As of right now, the two guys, the biggest puncher, I feel at the 135 will probably be Gervonta Tank Davis. But the most skillful fighter at 135 will be hands down Shakur Stevenson.
Yo, that's dope. I got Floyd to come to a top rank fight.
What did he say? What did he say? Any words of encouragement or?
Yeah. He came here to support me. I appreciate Floyd. I apologize to him. I apologize to Andre Ward. I apologize to Terrence Crawford. All my idols I put on a bad performance. They came out to see a great performance. I put on bad ones.
Gervonta,
yeah. I'm with it. I'm down.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. I think how they talk about Bud and Earl, I think that me and Tank is that type of fight. So respect the Tank, but I'm definitely down for it.
Now I gotta ask you, obviously you feel like you would win the fight, but based on what you saw, how would you break Tank down?
I can't say no game plans. It's gonna happen one day for sure. I know that me and him is gonna survive in this era, and as long as it's good, champ, we gonna survive in this era. And I feel like it's gonna be the biggest fight one day. So I can't really tell you the game plan. When it happens, y'all gonna.
I think Shakur is massively underrated in terms of his achievements and his ability. Everyone in boxing knows how good Shakur is. He is pound for pound top 5 in terms of quality. But look at the achievements of the young man. At 28 years of age, he's already a 3-division world champion. This is to become a 4-division world champion. Quite remarkable. And Teofimo always rises to the occasion. Sometimes you see a little bit of a lackluster performance when he's not motivated, when there isn't kind of any legacy on the line. This is different. This is a sold-out Madison Square Garden between two of the elite fighters of our generation. And the best thing about this fight is we're seeing them in...
How much easier is boxing when Shakur Stevenson is not in front of you? That guy's difficult, isn't he?
Oh yeah, Shakur's that guy has a ring IQ like none other. He's defensive is another level. His speed's great. His long reach. I couldn't get close to him.
Shakur against Gervonta Davis is for me the best fight in boxing. I mean, talk about the lightweight division. He's the king of the lightweights. 2 American fighters, 2 undefeated fighters, multi-weight champions. Just a natural fight. But let's get through Schofield next Saturday. Hopefully fights Zepeda, and then Tank, and that's the 2025 of Shakur Stevenson.
It's the plan for that Tank fight. Obviously, he's got a fight coming up. Is it laser focused if they both get through their next fights and trying to make that fight this year?
100% this year. We can do it next. It's not a problem. But we are supposed to fight Zepeda. He may go missing. But if he doesn't, we do the Zepeda fight and then we'll fight Tank in the winter. But no problem, Shakur will fight Tank at any...
Floyd Mayweather, the mastermind responsible for Gervonta Tank Davis's incredible rise, recently made a shocking admission that has fans wondering whether Tank's frightening undefeated run could finally be coming to an end. We are witnessing the ultimate battle of styles. Devastating raw power against nearly untouchable, Matrix-like skill. But what does Floyd know about Shakur Stevenson that the rest of us are only beginning to realize?
We had a window for Tank versus Shakur. Gervonta said, we can't fight if you're over there. He became a free agent and went over there. We can say for sure that Tank's available and he ain't go nowhere. He signed a 6-fight deal and that's where he is. He's the man. If you want to fight him, you wouldn't instruct someone not to negotiate with him and then sign with him. Me, I never wanted Tank versus Shakur. I just thought the fight wasn't ready yet. I didn't see it as an entertaining fight, and I saw it as a fight that Gervonta Tank Davis would easily win. So I wanted the rematch with him and Pitbull. So my whole idea was, he's not ready. He needs to fight a Joe Cordina and a Zepeda and shit. And that's when y'all called me out on it. No, showbiz, that's a duck. Shakur called out Gervonta and went another direction. Ducked.
The tension began to rise when Mayweather publicly shared his thoughts on the current state of the 135 pounds division. Everyone knows Tank Davis possesses devastating power. He is easily one of the most explosive knockout artists in the weight class, leaving a long list of opponents stopped in his path. But Floyd completely overlooked the knockouts. Instead, he openly stated that Shakur Stevenson is without question the most skilled fighter in the division.
Floyd, when you think about the fighters who are fighting now, can you give me your 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 when it comes to the lightweight? Who you would put where?
As of right now, the two guys, the biggest puncher, I feel at the 135 will probably be Gervonta Tank Davis. But the most skillful fighter at 135 will be hands down Shakur Stevenson.
What is it about him? Because I know you have a lot of good attributes, but do you think he has enough power to sustain?
Well, it's really all about skills. Pernell Whitaker wasn't a huge puncher, but he was, very exciting, very tough, and he fought everybody. Shakur is trying to do the same thing. He want to fight the best they got out there. I believe his contract is coming to an end, so hopefully we can come together and I can take him to that next level.
Coming from a defensive mastermind who built a billion-dollar empire around the philosophy of hitting without getting hit, those specific words felt like a major warning aimed directly at Tank. Mayweather even compared Shakur to the legendary Pernell Whitaker, strongly suggesting that raw aggression and a street fight mentality may not be enough to break through an elite defensive system.
Man to my left, if he was from the UK, he would be what we call a national treasure. He would be a superstar. And he should be not just a superstar of boxing, but a superstar of American sport. He's 27 years of age. He's a 3-division world champion. And he's never broken sweat. Eric Gomez said it right about comparing him to Floyd Mayweather. I also put him with the likes of Sugar Ray Leonard, Pernell Whitaker, all of the greats. This is how good this man is. But for greatness, you need a great opponent. And that is William Zepeda. And this is the fight where Shakur Stevenson will show everybody how great and special.
There is a clear reason why Shakur's unique skill set is considered a nightmare for heavy punchers. Terence Crawford, a pound-for-pound elite fighter and close mentor to Stevenson, recently explained that Shakur has an extremely unusual style inside the ring. He is a high-risk, low-reward puzzle that can leave opponents drained while throwing punches at empty space.
You say that. When you see them sitting at a press conference and they sitting and they do that face-off, that's the real signing of the contract. Let's keep it real. And then sometimes you got to watch that, because I remember that situation Brody and Tank went through there. Then Brody had the situation and that fell out. So you really got to really look at it, and just stay like this and just hope you can make it all the way to the first part of the finish line. You know what I'm saying? And that's the scale. So when you make it to that point, you down there in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I just wait, be patient, try to strategize what's the next camp gonna look like, based on what opponent we fighting, what sparring partners we're gonna have, how we're gonna start camp off, what's going on with the individual, so that's what I kind of focus on, to tell you the truth, just I try not to strip it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's combat sport. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, you train, you go through that. When I was on the panel with all these great coaches.
Well, I was there, I watched it.
Yeah, Robert said something about, when you've been doing it for so long and the body go through its changes, go through that, and you've been on that level for so long. And I said, Dad, that makes sense. So what I try to do is, you never know what's going to happen at any given time. That's what you prepare for.
Oscar Valdez learned this lesson the hard way when he stepped into the ring with him. Valdez admitted that even when you throw your hardest and most powerful punches, Shakur always seems to be just a fraction of an inch beyond your reach, completely neutralizing serious power with intelligent and frustrating positioning. If you cannot land a clean punch, your knockout power becomes practically worthless. It is like carrying a loaded weapon with nothing to aim at. And that is exactly what makes this matchup so dangerous for Davis.
Is Shakur the guy that beats Gervonta, in your opinion?
No, it's a tough one, because Tank carries a punch, but if you're gonna knock somebody out, you gotta first hit him. And Shakur is very difficult to hit. He's always a step away. Shakur. What can I say? People saw the fight. I gave him my best, and try to land those shots is not easy. And even if you land those shots, it's in a defensive way where he's kind of backing up, and you can't get him with a clean shot to even land that knockout that everybody wants.
This stylistic kryptonite has sparked huge rumors throughout the hardcore boxing community, with fans strongly speculating that Tank's camp is doing everything possible to avoid the fight altogether. Online fans across Reddit and social media have brought back a revealing, almost damaging quote from Tank's trainer, Calvin Ford. While discussing a potential fight with Shakur, Ford famously questioned why he would put his fighter in a position where he cannot do what he does best.
No bias. Don't just say that because it's your man. Who you got winning that?
I got Shakur.
Are you saying that because that's your man and you don't like Tank?
No. Hey, like I said, I respect Tank. Like, boxing, he's one of the ones.
Yeah.
We're gonna take his personality and personal things out of it. But boxing, he's definitely talented.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's definitely got that it. And yeah, he's definitely respected in boxing. But Shakur is a different fighter. You know, Shakur is different. You know, people may call him boring. People may say he can't punch. But they say the same thing about Floyd. Because they defensive fighters.
Yeah.
Tank is not going to be able to hit Shakur like he hit everybody else. And he know that. He knows that. That's why he's like, he's boring. He's this, he's that. He's trying to diminish everything that Shakur have done, so it's not marketable. But he can't do that because Shakur is what, 3-weight world champion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
WBC right
like how many actual real titles have Shakur? I mean, Tank had like what, 2?
Yeah, I think 2. He got the WBA right now.
Real titles.
The real one.
You know, and Pedraza, he drank Pedraza. And,
that's what Keyshawn said. But I feel like if you're the A side, you get the, like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, but like, let's do it on a even playing field. Like, give that man enough time to train. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. Tank is great for what he do, and I respect Tank in the ring and his skills and his power and his attribute and he's smart.
Yeah.
He's definitely smart. He can box his ass off. And I'm not saying I would pick Shakur just because our differences. I'm telling you as a fighter.
Yeah.
I will pick Shakur because I don't believe Tank will be able to land those big shots on Shakur.
For many longtime fans, that was all the evidence they needed. It sounded much less like a strategic business delay and far more like an unintended admission that Mayweather Promotions knows Stevenson may be perfectly built to take away Tank's flawless record and destroy his aura of invincibility.
See, the thing is with Tank, who I think is a brilliant fighter, right? So exciting, very heavy-handed. He loses a lot of rounds, right? He lost rounds against Frank Martin. He lost rounds against Ryan Garcia. He lost rounds against Pitbull Cruz. And these are all guys that aren't on the same level as Lomachenko and Shakur Stevenson. So he has to put a dent in these people, otherwise he'll get beat. But he does put a dent in them because he punches really hard, and Tank's not just a puncher, he's got a good boxing IQ as well. I just don't think he's technically, or the IQ is as good as Lomachenko or as good as Shakur Stevenson. But can he put a dent in them? Because I promise you this, if he don't stop these people, he will be behind at nearly every junction of those fights, Lomachenko included. I think he stops Lomachenko, but he'll be behind.